Hi, my name is Laura Dreyer, and welcome to Laura's Music Fundamentals. In this YouTube series, I'm going to offer some tips and suggestions to help music students and musicians achieve a higher level of musicianship, and some tips on how to increase your skill level in a variety of topics. So today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that's playing with a metronome. So lots of my students are very resistant to playing with the metronome. They're always yelling at me, telling me to turn that thing off because it's getting in their way. But I think it's really important to practice with the metronome, and here's why. Practicing with the metronome forces you to play in tempo. Having the ability to play music in time or at a certain tempo is a music fundamental. Number two, getting your body to respond to time can be challenging. And what I mean by this is when you're practicing your instrument, there are going to be certain keys that feel more comfortable than other keys, or even certain fingerings that are more comfortable than others. So what I've noticed is when something is challenging, a student might slow down and play something at a slower tempo that they can't execute at another tempo, and this leads to their time being all over the place. So we don't want that. So practicing with a metronome will force you to be accountable to a set tempo when you're practicing. Number three, start with something very simple. If you've never used a metronome before, don't take out your hardest etude and put it on a very, very high metronome marking, because it's going to be a complete fail. Start with something simple like a major scale at a slow tempo and practice executing it clearly and cleanly. Number four, now this is a good way to check in to make sure that you're actually playing in tempo. Record yourself when you're practicing. So let's say you've been using a metronome for a little while and you can play all your major scales and maybe some patterns and some melodies. Record yourself and listen back and just make sure that what you're doing is accurate. I've noticed that when things get tough, people have a tendency to skip a beat here and there, or take a breath and turn the beat around. So if you listen to your own playing when you're practicing with a metronome, you'll be able to become more aware of when you're actually playing in tempo or of when you're just sort of fudging it a little. And lastly, number five, when you're able to play a piece of music in time, it just feels better. It'll have a swing, it'll have a groove. Playing in time is so important. We breathe in time, our heart beats in time, we walk in time, we dance in time. Time and groove give music its life essence and mojo. So these are 5 reasons why I think playing with a metronome is one of the most important musicianship skills that you can start utilizing in your practice. So I hope that I've given you some motivation and encouragement to start using a metronome. If you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe to my YouTube page, Laura Dreyer Jazz, and I'll see you soon.